Hello everybody, this is Max Steingart and welcome to our second session of Endless Free Leads today. And we're still talking about the tools you need and how you are going to be able to tap into this huge resource of prospects for your business. And so your general method of operation every day, straightforward and simple. When you turn your computer on in the morning, find your instant message button for MySpace, click on it, and log in. And the beautiful part about this process is that you can stay logged in all day. You don't have to be sitting in front of your computer. In other words, log in the morning, go out and play 18 holes of golf, and when you come back, all kinds of people have been trying to connect and communicate with you. We're talking about in an hour a day or less, 50 minutes, you are going to be able to log onto the net and pick out the best people and communicate with an array of people that it will just blow you away. So on a daily basis, people are going to message you, and you'll see these little notes up here. If we go back to our daily method of operation, what you're going to be doing every day only takes 50 minutes. 10 minutes a day are housekeeping chores. Change your status and mood on your page. Send out your daily motivation in a bulletin every day. In less than a minute and a half, you can communicate with all of your friends. Approve your friend requests, check new approvals, record the number of friends you have at the start of the day, read your mail, comments, check for online friends to contact right now using email or instant message, or check your home page for mood changes or others. And then what I want you to do is I want you to spend 20 minutes searching for new friends and 20 minutes communicating with your friends. Now from your instant message window here, if you click on the little house down here, it will take you to your home page. And again, I want to remind all of you that the first thing that you're going to do is you're setting up the basics of your page around your name. After you have the page set up, if you click on more and scroll down to where it says I am, you're going to click on that, and that's going to take you to where you're going to download MySpace's Instant Messenger. It's about a minute and a half to download it, and when you do, you're going to have access. It will put that little icon on your computer right here, and it will put this little, kind of looks like the remote control for television. And from this, you are going to be able to navigate and communicate. All of the people that you see here, Gary, Cool in the Desert, Steve on the Run, Coast to Coast Mel, all of the folks with these little green dots, they're online right now. I can scroll down here. Globe-trotting Dana is online right now. The Lifestyle Mentor, online right now. Jim in Georgia. And if you wanted to communicate with any of them, Loving Life on the Coast is idle. She hasn't done anything on her computer for a bit. You want to connect with them, double click on their name, it brings up the instant message window. And now you can click on view earlier messages and remind yourself. And so here, Loving Life on the Coast, I'm right there with Vivian sending my very first instant message. You're all going to learn this. And so once you get this downloaded, click on People, scroll down to Send I Am, and send me an instant message. Now here is Dreamweaver in Dundee. He was in my Boot Camp 2.0. And if you bring up, look at the picture, bring up his profile. And we're going to show you in the next session how to complete a profile that's going to use the laws of attraction to attract to you the people that you want to connect with. Great picture, great headline. 64-year-old man, Harry, in sunny Scotland. And so he sent me his instant message, and I hit back with a smiling face as well. That part was dead easy. And he was excited about it back in January. And he comes back, and see, we've got the whole record of all of our conversations. If you have any questions during our Ask Max sessions, I'm going to be able to answer them for you. So he says, Max, I'm having a little trouble moving people from messaging, emailing back and forth to instant message. I said, how many friends do you have? I says, you have 36 friends. How many pending friend requests do you have? In other words, how many people in total have you contacted? It's 13 pending. So that's 49. I says, well, you just contacted 49 people, and what you want to do is you want to reach out and connect with at least 200. One of my students in his first week had 177 friends, and out of those 177 people, 5 of them got into his business. So when your problems are up to 200, your problem goes away. He says, I signed up my first distributor. From MySpace? Yep. So he contacted 36 people, initiated a contact against 49, 1 out of 50. Signed up in his business. Does that mean that all of you are going to be able to do that? Not really. Can you do better than that? Yes. Are you going to do worse than that? Possibly. It all depends on how selective you are at connecting with people. And so now when you're ready to start looking for people on MySpace, this is how you find them. You go to your homepage. You click on Friends. And you scroll down to the first category of looking for friends is to browse for friends. This is called their Find Friends is their search feature. So first, let's go over to Browse Friends. 20 minutes a day. Now you're going to be able to go on MySpace, and you're going to be able to select. First of all, there's a basic search and an advanced search, and you always want to do the advanced search because the advanced search opens you up to more sorting criteria. Now you can search for either men or women or both. You can set your own age. You can go all the way down to 18 and all the way up to 68. And you really want, even though prospects for your business range from 25 to 60. It's too wide a range. There's 238 million people on MySpace. So give yourself a 10-year, 15-year age range. Let's go 39 to 55. And understand that if we were just looking for women, most of the women who are 39 are actually in their 40s. Most of the women that are 55 are actually probably closer to 59 or possibly even 60. People play around with their ages. And it's okay. Now when I say it's okay, I mean it's understandable. Some people don't look or they don't feel. And certainly if you're in your 60s or your 70s, and some of my students are in their 80s, and they change their age to reflect that they're in their 60s because there's an age gap. If you're 75 years old and you want to talk to other people your age, then there's all kinds of networking that's going on. But to try to connect with somebody that's in their early 30s and you're in your 70s, getting people to respond to you might be difficult. God knows you're going to have enough people within a 12-year age range. People are on MySpace. They're single, married, in a relationship, divorced, swinger, or engaged. And you have to laugh at some of these categories. On Yahoo, they have 3 categories of single. It's single, single and looking, and single and not looking. On Yahoo, they have married and married but looking. And so when you do your search, when you check off these boxes, you are now qualifying folks or disqualifying them. In other words, we're going to leave the swingers out. If you're happily married and you only want to connect with other happily married folks, just check on married. Now, people are on MySpace for dating, relationships, networking, and friends. And you're going to be able to tell a person's online agenda, not necessarily by the category they're in. You're going to be able to tell by the content of the page, by the picture. And you're going to find a lot of folks indicate they're online looking for friends, but their content of the page says something else. It says, I'm here for a relationship. I'm here for dating. Now, you can search for people anywhere in the world, starting alphabetically from Afghanistan and working your way all the way down to Zimbabwe. Anywhere your company is expanding, anywhere your company does business, you're going to find lots of people there on MySpace. They thankfully put the US and Canada up on top so you don't have to scroll down. But let's say, for example, that you're going to Washington, D.C. for a conference. Well, what you could do is you could say, you know what? I want to search for people within 100 miles of Washington, D.C. Less than a 2-hour drive. And I can go over here and I can search for married women, networking, and friends within 100 miles of Washington, D.C. And in this box here, only check show only users who have photos. Do not check this box off. If you check the bottom box off, show name and photo only, you get minimal results. For example, minimal information. I'm going to check the box off. Both boxes are checked. Scroll down to the bottom. I don't care about their ethnicity. I don't care about their body type. I don't care about their height. Now, if you're doing a search for somebody and you're looking for somebody and you got a health product, maybe you're looking for folks that are athletic. If you got a weight loss product, a little extra, maybe more to love. But the interesting thing is that when you do that search, if they haven't described their body type, you miss them. Proud parents. Are they smokers? Are they drinkers? Sexual orientation. Check off straight. Unless you want to look at people that have a definite online sexual agenda. A lot of people don't check this off. But by checking off straight, you filter away people with a sexual agenda. You can search for people who say they went to college, but not everybody uses that category. So this becomes another filter that you can use from time to time. Now here's an interesting feature. You can search for people by religion. Show me all the Christians who are online. Show me all the Jews, all the Mormons, or no preference. Show folks by income. Now, not everybody puts in an income category. So this becomes a filter as well. Whether or not they have children. And then you can search for folks by who recently updated their profile, who last logged in, who's new to MySpace. And when you're doing a zip code search, you can do it by distance. Now, most of the time, you're going to search for the folks who last logged in because these are the ones who are current. And so if we click Update, whatever search you did will be saved until you change it. And when we scroll down here, we're going to see all we see are pictures. All we see are pictures. And their name. And this is not what you want. If you go back up here and uncheck the box, only one box is checked. Scroll down and hit Update. Now, we have 3,000 choices. There's 10 people on a page, and you've got 300 pages. And so now you're going to judge people by the picture, by the headline, by why they're here, and when was the last time they updated their profile. So we've got 10 people on this page, and we're going to scroll down, and we've got Vicki and Alan, and they've got a picture of a tattoo in Preston, Maryland. Here's a picture of storms something. Is that storm warnings, or what is that all about? Well, you can see somebody sitting on the beach, and if I had a weight loss product, I might be interested in talking to her. Kathy is smiling, and she's here for friends, and she's in New York, Pennsylvania. You want to pay attention. Are people telling you where they are? Bel Air, Maryland, Lauren, but she's showing a picture of a dog. You're looking for people where you can see their face. Here's Patty. She's online right now. Here's Beth. doing something in the pool. And here's Nita. Yo. Karen. You can see the folks who are online right now. And here's Coral. She's here for friends, but she's got a cartoon. So you have to decide based on the picture who you're going to connect with. I like people who have pictures right out there. They're showing you who they are. Kathy says she's here for friends. Now, do not check view profile. Go over here, put your arrow over their picture, right click, and open the link in a new window. And what this does is this preserves the integrity of your search. Now you don't have to wait for it. See what I'm saying? The page, your search page is right there. You can do anything you want to this. Taking control and doing what is right for me. And so you're going to look at that headline. If it said, sometimes you're the bug, sometimes you're the windshield, you might not be interested in making this connection. She's fabulous. And so what we're doing is we're scrolling down. We're going to turn the music off just by hitting the outer button. But notice there is no URL, which means she doesn't have Yahoo Messenger. We're still scrolling down. We want to, and that doesn't really matter. She's married, and what does she do? She's an administrative assistant. Now, the way you're going to communicate with her is you can send her a friend request, and we're going to click on friend request. And she's made it really simple. All we have to do is paste a message in here, let her see your name, and add her to your friends list. And you're going to do that 10, 20, you can do that 20 times a day in 10 minutes. Now you scroll down, again, we're looking at pictures. Well, here is Karen. She's in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. She's online right now. Well, let's see, she's here for friends. What does Karen do? And this is the way you're going to develop your searches. You want to develop 4 or 5 different searches so that every time you log on, now we don't have to sit here and wait for it. We can minimize the page. We go to the next page. You've got 299 more pages. Sometimes these pages take a moment to load. Here's the almighty something, Danya. Here's Teresa. She's here for networking and friends. Veronica's here for friends. Be selective. And we'll minimize this for now. And we'll go to the other one. Here's Karen. And Karen feels loved. Mike and Karen. Now, notice here she's got a URL. Well, what does she do? We're going to scroll down on the left. She doesn't say. We can look at the schools and we can see she went to high school. We can go over on the other side and see, well, what is she going to tell us about herself? What a great start to 2008. I found my best friend and lover, my soulmate from heaven, my partner for life. I could never be more happy. And so I'm ready to begin my journey of a lifetime. So she's created this page for him. She's got 87 friends, but she's created the page for him. So what does she do? Does she work? If you want to find out, you can make her a friend request. We go to the next one. Here's Teresa. I believe getting into hot water keeps you clean and alive. You'll always miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. A Wayne Gretzky quote. Teresa needs some help. Someone to help her take this ringback tone off of her phone. So we're going to scroll down. We want to find out about her. What does she do? Well, she's got a URL. And we're going to turn off the music. Conway Twitty and Loretta Lynn. So she's married. We're scrolling down here, and she's a service advisor. Now, we could turn around and say, you know what? Let's raise the bar here. Let's go in and say, show us all the folks who say they've got income of $250,000 and higher. Depends on what you're looking to promote and sell. Well, you still have, okay, here we have 378 people that profess to make incomes of $250,000 and higher, that are proud parents, that are within 100 miles of the zip code. Take the zip code out, hit the update button, and lo and behold, you got 3,000. And again, you're going to recognize Jamie is here for friends, but she's being too evasive with the picture of the dog. Jeannie, picture of a dog. Here's Mrs. Rasco. She's online, but now you start looking at the pictures. Can you see the face? Spirit W. I mean, sometimes you ask yourself, what are these people thinking? And so this is one way to search. You can turn around and say, okay, show me everybody. Married, single, divorced. And I think I just lost my search. So I can go back to my home page. I can go back to my browse, and what you're going to find is the search is saved. It's all right there. And now I'm going to change it, though. I'm going to make it men and women. Update it. And the process is the same. And during our Ask Max sessions, I'll be available to help you develop your own unique searches. But again, you're going to be looking at the pictures. You're going to be looking at the headlines. Old mush butt. You're going to recognize the people not to connect with. There are 6 rules to this whole process. We're going to get into them in detail next week, in our next session. Always listen to your inner voice. If your little voice is telling you, I don't think I want to connect with old mush butt here, probably right. Know what, rule number 2, know what you don't want. Number 3, know what you want. I love my family. That's the kind of person you want. But what do these people do? Don't misrepresent yourself. Don't lie. Don't accept lies from other people. That's the 4th rule. The whole process is fun. You are about to meet some amazing, wonderful people. Now here's Daddy. He's online right now. Is he online for his friends? Is that why he put his MySpace page up there? Is that why? Well, let's open up the link in a new window and see. Who is this guy? Who is Daddy? And again, you don't have to wait. You can minimize the page when it comes up. Let it load. Here's Karen. She's here for network. She's here for friends. But what does she do? Well, you know what we can do? Minimize the page. Don't have to sit there waiting for it to load. I can go back up here and say, you know what? I changed my mind. Just show me everybody that's here for networking, that's married. $250,000 and higher. You're going to develop your own criteria. Remember, not everybody's going to put their income down. And again, you've got 3,000 people. So here's Daddy. Whatever. and he's mischievous. You know, and I don't, you know, you're going to learn, you know, where do you want to stop? What's this guy's online agenda? Whatever, mischievous, it's going downhill from here. Brian DeVilliers, that's his name, maybe. So why is this guy here? Says he's a college grad. He's making $250,000, but what does he do? Rex Moore. He's a foreman for an electrical company. He's online now. You want to send him an instant message, or you want to send him a friend request. He doesn't have instant messaging, even though he's got the URL. So the only way you're going to be able to connect with him is to send him a friend request. Here's Karen. She's feeling creative. Interest, taking care of my loving and dear parents. What does she do? Married with children. That's her occupation. Stay-at-home mom. This is one way you're going to search for people. Now, go back to your home page. Go back up to the friends window and now find friends. This is the other way that you search for people on MySpace. And remember, with access to 230 million people, you're always qualifying. You're always sorting on the basis of your own personal parameters. So, one of the things that you're going to do is you're going to go up here to find a friend, and you're going to type in my name, Max Steingart. And if you wanted to find any friend, you could do it that way if they're in the database. Click on Find a Friend. Scroll down to where my profile is, and you're looking for the picture. You're looking for the URL, Lucky Man at the Beach. Take your arrow, put it over my profile, right click, open the link in a new window, and underneath my picture, you can send me a friend request. And again, what you can do here is you can minimize things so you don't have to wait. Add to friends. Now, after you're done with that, go back to my profile, and you can find Debbie over here. Take the arrow, right-click over her, open up her link, and send her a friend request too. Now, after you've done that, now we're connected. Now you're going to get bulletins. And now I'm going to be able to easily review your page and see how you're doing, keep track of you. And this is just one way to search. Let's go back up here to the beginning and let's go back to search again. Now, if we scroll down a little further, if you wanted to search for somebody that went to your school, you could do it. I'm not going to take the time here to go through it. It's really a simple process. Searching for people with similar personal interests, they're still working on this database. And it's not really an effective use of your time. But in theory, you should be able to use a keyword search, go in and search for people by general interest. In other words, this is what you'd love to see in the browse. Your ability to put in a keyword. Show me all the people that like boating or sailing or hiking. Show me all the people that like Cher or Bob Dylan. Show me all the people that like Gone with the Wind. Show me all the people that read The Secret. Or show me all the people who liked Mutiny on the Bounty. Problem is, they go way, way back into the database. You can't do an age search. You can't do a gender search. You can't. All it's coming up with is the interest, and you end up looking at pages that are 5 and 4 years old. the bottom search for profiles with people with similar career interests is where you'll find some nuggets. Now, if you remember, and let me just show you how you find people with similar career interests. They must have done something. I'm going to bring up my profile. Actually, no, I'm going to go to my home page and I'm going to update my profile. Edit profile. Now, as you scroll along this line and fill in all of these blanks, a lot of people don't put their school in. A lot of people don't put their companies in. And a lot of people don't get over to the networking category. And when you do that search, you're only going to find people who have gone all the way here to the networking category. So this is the category that you need to fill out if you want to be fine when people do that search. So we're going to go back to friends, find to search. We're going to scroll down to the bottom, and now the category that you're interested in is marketing. And so now we're just going to click on find. And now you're going to be able to find people. Now here you can designate male or female. You can designate an age range, going from 18 all the way up to 100. I'm gonna take it down to 25. So now you can type in again. You can do a geographical search by anywhere in the world, also within 500 miles of a zip code. Only now you can use some keyword searches. For example, show me all the folks in real estate within 500 miles of my zip code. And you click the update button, and you have 827 people. 827. Now, all of these folks are realtors, but they all have online agendas. Here's a realtor who's here for dating, friends, and networking. Live, love, and laugh out loud. We are what we repeatedly do. Life has a way of just making you fall in love with it. So these are all realtors. But not every realtor, believe it or not, uses that networking category. You could search for mortgage brokers. And believe it or not, you're actually going to find more mortgage brokers doing a browse than you're going to find doing your searches this way, because not everybody uses the feature. Let me take the distance out. Show me all the mortgage brokers that have a MySpace page. Okay, you got 897. There. Now here's Space Cowboy. He's gay. It's 420 somewhere. Now the last time this fellow updated his profile was in 2005. You need to know when was the last time he was online. But he's here for dating, serious relationships, networking, and friends, with heavy on the dating. Welcome, first-time home buyers, or maybe you need to refinance your adjustable mortgage. Here's a fellow who's looking for customers. And you know that, now let's open up his page. Now these are the people that you want to make, you want to become friends. And notice as we scroll down, you're going to see this a lot. Profile is set to private. In other words, he's put it up there for his own personal reasons. It's really ironic, because he's trying to attract home buyers to him, but you have to know him to connect. And so when you come across somebody whose profile is private, they're basically saying, hey, I'm on here for my own reasons, and I don't want to be bothered and you need to pass. You need to move on to somebody else. Again, it's all about me. Okay, and this page is all about her. Scared of heights. You're gonna learn to identify the people that you want to connect with from the people that you don't. And the whole process is now you make the effort to connect by sending them a friend request. And so again, when we go back and we analyze the different ways there are to search for people, under more, you could go to groups or forums. Let's just click on groups. Now, this is the least effective way to search and connect for people. But MySpace has all kinds of different groups, and they've got them down by categories. They have all kinds of commercials promoting all kinds of things, but we're looking at the basic stuff. They've got a business and entrepreneur group, computers and internet group. How about health, wellness, and fitness? Well, you know you're going to find network marketers in there. So you go to the business and entrepreneur group, and you'll scroll down and you'll see, okay, here's a group called Black Business Owners Network, 37,000 people. How about the Real Estate Networking Group, 30,000 people. But when you actually go and look at the group, you'd like to think, man, these people are all realtors. You scroll down here, view all members. Now here's Jazz. Do you think she's a realtor? Now you can look at 30,508 pages, and you're going to see the network marketers. Here's somebody, hit your verve. This is what you don't want to do. You join a group because you want people to find you, when all you really have to do is go right to the browse feature, and now you are totally in control of everything. You do the searches. You pick. You decide who you're going to connect with. You pick. You can't see this face? Pass. You don't like the picture? Pass. You have unlimited access to people. All the barriers to your success are gone once you understand how this whole process works. If you can pick a green M&M out of a bowl of candy, so 20 minutes a day, you want to go out and you want to start looking at other people. And either send them a friend request, send them an instant message, or email them. And now, on a daily basis, you want to take 20 minutes of your time, 20 minutes of your day, and what you want to do is you want to communicate. So, you go back to your home page, and there are all kinds of different ways to determine who do you want to talk to, who's available to talk to. Remember, people put their pages out there. One thing that you could look at is the status and mood of a person. You change your status. The lucky man at the beach on Mondays. Start out, the lucky man at the beach is ready to help 5 more people make their fortune on the internet. That's all you have to do. Tuesday, you're going to change that to 4. Wednesday to 3. Thursday to 2. Friday to 1. You'll start all over on Monday. Every week, you're going to help 5 people. And you put down your mood. You're excited. You're ecstatic. You're fabulous. And you want to avoid the people who are grumpy, who are horny, who are hungover. You want to avoid the people with bad moods. And you want to pay attention to the moods of your friends. If you see somebody's worried, somebody's apprehensive, you can connect with them through either email or instant message. What's up? Friend updates. Now you can actually subscribe to any of your friends. And if you click on add subscriptions, you can actually set it up so that whenever any of your friends make a change on their page, all you have to do is check it off. Okay, who's on this page? You know what? Just check somebody off and update your subscriptions. And now every time they make a change on their page, you're going to know about it. And there's a whole process to setting up your subscriptions. You can change your preferences. You can set your privacy settings so that people can see certain things that you do, or they can see everything that you do. And subscriptions is another way to just stay on top of and connect with people that you meet on MySpace. Sending out the bulletins, sending out a daily motivational message every day. It takes less than 2 minutes. Scroll down to the bottom of your MySpace page and you're going to see you can change your top friends. If you click on change my top friends, you can indicate how many people do I want to show on my page. Anywhere from my top 4 all the way down to my top 40. You can randomize your top friends, but what I would do is after your friends start to build, the maximum is 40. Maybe you want to show your top 20. Keep the famous people up front and put your prospects towards the back. You go back to your home page, scroll down to the bottom of the page, and now you can view all your friends. You could view your friends that are online right now. Let's click on that. And so you get on in the morning, you get on in the afternoon. Who's online right now? If I wanted to connect, if I wanted to send somebody an instant message. Well, here's my buddy Renee. All of these folks are online right now. You look at the pictures, you decide who you want to connect with, and you've got one page. We can go back to our home page. Scroll down to the bottom. Show me all of my new friends. Show me who's new, who just added me to my list, who accepted me as a friend. Who's new? Show me, go back to your home page, all of my friends who are having a birthday. And I can send anybody that I was interested. You're not going to send it to everybody. But if there's anybody on here that you wanted to network with, and it's another reason to connect, another reason to contact them, all you have to do bring up their page. Send them an email. Remind yourself, okay, who is this person? Why did you connect with them in the first place? And now what you're going to do is you're going to send them a little birthday note. You're not going to remember all these people. She doesn't say what she does. You may look at the page and say, what was I thinking when I sent this person a friend request? But if you want to learn more about the person, the easy way to do it, she already accepted you as a friend, the easy way to do it is to send her a little birthday note, and at the end of the birthday note, you're going to ask, what do? Now, you see somebody on your list and you want to send them an instant message, this is as easy as it gets. Let me show you how the whole process works. And this is one of the reasons why I want all of you to connect with me through instant messaging, because we save all of the conversations. So here's Renee. And now to view earlier messages, I just keep clicking. And I just keep clicking until I get to the beginning. Now, Renee and I go back a long way. As a matter of fact, Renee is already involved in a network marketing company, so there's no point in connecting, in trying to connect with her. I am not building a network marketing business, and as I repeatedly state, I work with people on a one-on-one basis in my coaching program, and when I come across people like Renee who are anxious and interested in having an internet business, I turn them on to one of my coaching students. If any of you are interested in working with me, go to maxsteingart.com/coaching, and my assistant will connect with you and set up a schedule of times when we can do this together. And so initially, when I went on and I was looking for Renee, I was actually going to be speaking in Newport Beach, California last year for an industry conference. Everybody wants to know about using these social networking sites, and I love the fact that I can reach more people in my webinars and in my videos than traveling. But she was within 50 miles of Newport Beach, and so I sent her a friend request, and she accepted. And in her page, it said she's looking for new boss. So she sends me a friend request, and then what I did was I invited her to instant message. I transferred her from my MySpace page to my instant message feature, and I noticed that she didn't have instant messaging, so I sent her an invitation to instant message. And so she connects with me. She says, "Thanks for turning me on to MySpace. Have a fabulous East Coast evening. Please say hello sometime." And see, one of the things that you can do is you can set yourself up so that you are always visible. Let me just show you how to do that. If you click on your MySpace go to File, go to Preferences. And we have a whole video on how you set your preferences. But I'm just going to point out two things. Here in the middle is where you break up your URL so that people can read it easily. And then under Privacy, uncheck this box, Show Me as Idle. And if you uncheck this box, then every time you log on, you're logged on until you shut it down. So during different times of the day, people will see you're there even when you're not in front of your computer. You're never idle. You're always on. So I saw her instant message and I said, "Hello, what do you do for Homeland Security?" because she had that in her page. Now I want you to notice there's a conversational style here that you're going to use in all of your communications with other people, and it produces predictable results. You want to know the answers to 7 questions. What do they do? What does that entail? How long have they done it? What did they do before? Have they ever thought about doing something else? And are they familiar with the network marketing industry? Okay, so I says, "What do you do for Homeland Security?" She says, "I work for the Federal Air Marshals." "In what capacity?" "Mission support, but desperately seeking a new career." Are those guns getting... Now, here, this is not the time to rush in and say, "Hey, have I got a business for you?" These conversations are all about the other person. Are those guns getting heavy to carry? LOL. Says, "How long have you been doing that?" LOL. "I trained to shoot, but I don't carry. Almost 4 years." And I want you to notice that through the entire process of all of the conversations, you end your instant message with a question. Almost 4 years. What did you do before? What Result of 9/11. Technical Solutions Analyst for Charles Schwab. Systems Engineer and Programming Analyst for 25 years. I'm a geek. You don't talk or look like a geek, that's quite a change to the air marshals. Any idea what you're going to do next? One of the first women in a man's technical world. Thanks, I don't. Something new, fun, flexible, and that pays well. I know that I'll have to learn something new, but I'm smart enough. I took a $100,000 pay cut for this job. Time to move on. I've done my duty. And we give you the scripts there. And what you're going to see is as you move through this entire process, you are not in the selling business. You are not in the convincing business. You are in the sorting business. So again, what you're going to do is you search for people. You pick someone you want to connect with, and you'll either send them a friend request, email them, or send them an instant message. And we're going to give you the words to use. Hi, my name is Max. I found your page while waiting for a friend. I'd like to add you to my friends list. Feel free to IM me. And you can customize these. Second example, after they accept you as a friend. Thanks for adding me as a friend. I've met some wonderful people on here, and I've made some great new friends. What do you do? What do they do? You want to learn these questions. What do they do? What does that entail? How long have they done it? How do they like what they're doing? What did they do before? Have they ever thought about doing anything else? And are you familiar with the network marketing industry? Are the questions you want to ask everybody before you ever start talking to people about your business. Send them a daily motivational message every day, and only when you've learned that your friend has a need for your product or service do you talk about it in detail. Now, if you're starting this process and you're going online as John Smith, and after a week or two you start to settle in, you feel good about the whole process, so now you're going to call yourself Globetrotting John, you'll be able to send out a little note. I've set up a new MySpace page and like to add you to my friends list there so we don't lose touch with each other. Hope all is well and best wishes. The relationship building process is subtle and automatic. When you stay in constant contact via home page features, status mood, bulletins, comments, you are going to end up getting people into your business every day. Your friends are going to look at your page and they're going to want to know more about what you do. Every day they've been receiving the motivations. They're going to be curious about who you are and what you do. Now, when there's a proven success formula that's been around for hundreds of years, they've talked about it in different formats, and it's basically three words: be, do, have. Be, do, have. Be the person. Mentally, see yourself as the person that you aspire to be. Do the things that that person does, would do, and you can have the things. See it in your head, take action, you can have the desired result. And so when you get ready to start creating that page that's going to attract people to you, your working page, you want to think about that in coming up with the URL. Describe yourself, describe the person you are, describe the person you're becoming, describe the person you want to be. Do, take action, and do what you need to do. Do what they would do. Do what the kind of activities that those successful people do. And you can have the success you desire. Amway had an old saying, fake it till you make it. And so we've got all kinds of success examples. We've shown you some of them, and you'll see more throughout the class. But the important thing is this. Let's get back to Renee. She's basically told us she has a need. Being first is a good thing. You sound like you'd be fun to work with. I don't think anyone I'm working with now carries a gun. Are you a good markswoman? She says, yes, that part is fun, but please forgive me. I need to get packed for a trip tomorrow evening to the Bay Area, but I did want to log in and try to catch you. And I know a lot of you are going to be jumping at the bit. Man, before you go, let me give you the link to a website and a number and a whole thing, because I got something that you might really be interested in. You're looking for a new career, I can help you on that. There's going to be plenty of time to reconnect. I says, have a safe trip, we'll talk again. And she comes back and says, honestly, I really thought you just wanted to sell me something. LOL, you're adorable. Thank you. I'd be delighted to chat more. Renee. And in our next conversation, and we give you the script, you're going to be able to see how, asking a few more simple questions, we ended up on the phone for everybody to hear. Here's another conversation from a realtor who contacted me. Wow, you're a lucky man. Look at all of the friends you have. Happy to be one. Have a good evening. I sent a friend request. She accepted. Now watch how this worked. This was in November of last year. November 12th. We missed each other. I was out in Dallas visiting my son. Hello from Dallas. Hi, how are you? I'm talking to my son in Reno about plans for Thanksgiving. Would like to talk with you at a later date. Have a wonderful holiday. Heather. Sounds like a plan. I'll be back here in an hour or so, or another time. I'm visiting my son in Dallas. Here's the 21st of November, a couple of weeks later. Hello from the beach. Hello, Max. I've been on MySpace observing and picking up all of the positive influence you have. I'm writing for help. If you'll give it, I'm currently a real estate agent in California. I've been for 15 years, and as you know, the market is terrible, and I would like to get your input and mentoring. How do I go about it? My background is in sales and business marketing. Do you have a formula that you would suggest I get started with to make money on the internet? I'm a very positive person. People are kicking back. They're going to watch you, and they're going to come to you. Heather, I'll be with you in a few minutes. I'm on a call. I says, I'm back. What kinds of things have you sold besides real estate? Luggage, artwork, hats, a lot of retail sales in my own luggage manufacturing business, which whom I sold my work to, Abercrombie and Finch, the French company, and so on. Sounds like you're an enterprising lady. What options are you considering now for extra income? I was considering an internet sales of some kind. However, I don't wish to have inventory. Internet retail sales. That makes sense. Are you familiar with the network marketing industry? To a degree. What experience do you have? Basically, it's just been the sales of properties that I have listed. I have never done the sales of products over the internet. I'm talking about what you may know about MLM companies like Mary Kay or Avon. I have had the candle parties, Mary Kay, Pampered Chef type parties. I've never actually been involved in the selling. I'm certainly capable of it. Why didn't you ever get involved in them for income? At the time, my real estate was keeping me so busy there was no time for it, and I was making great money. I bet you were. Would you be up for talking on the phone about this? I typed with 4 fingers, and 2 of them need spell check, and she gave me her number. And so the whole process works. And I want to bring up one more example because it really demonstrates the extra benefits that you're going to get from taking this class that go beyond the internet. If you just pay attention to the process. We're going to bring globe-trotting Dana up. And you are on your way. Just wanted to write to you to tell you how much I'm enjoying boot camp and give you some feedback. First of all, I never used MySpace in my life. I created a page and then you and Debbie decided it had a bad URL and that's critical. So I recreated it and lost probably 80 friends, but I figured I'd get new ones. I signed up for boot camp the beginning of April and I'm already up to 433 friends with my new URL. By the way, it is Globetrotting Dana. Now, every single day I get no less than 8 to 10 emails in my MySpace box from people inquiring about my business. It is crazy. The bulletins you have as posts really are the key. In the beginning, I was picking and choosing what I would do with your information. I was not diligent in posting the bulletins. As soon as I got into the habit of every day doing it is when the explosion hit. As soon as I got into the habit, the explosion hit. I change my status every day and do it word for word like you said. Again, it is working beautifully. I have already had 3 different women give me their telephone information to contact them about my slumber party business. I have tons more that I am in the process of sharing my information with. I have used all your scripts, and in April I ended up signing up 26 new women alone as new slumber party business owners. They are not through MySpace, but I attribute my recruiting spurt from listening to your hot recruiting tips on my Ask Max sessions and I listen to every old Ask Max session, hearing the information over and over again. She's sticking to the scripts. Hearing your information over and over again never gets stale, and it charges my batteries on a daily basis. You are all on your way to your own level of personal internet success. In our next sessions, we're going to talk about the laws of attraction, creating your MySpace presence, and we're going to help you understand the internet relationship game. In sessions 5 and 6, we're going to give you all the secrets to having profitable conversations with folks. And during our Ask Max sessions, I'm going to be available to answer your questions. I'm honored and excited to have the opportunity to work with you, to help you, and more important than anything else, to be able to document your success as you succeed in your business, as you move up the ranks of your company. I'm going to be able to watch it, record it, and enjoy the ride that you're about to experience with you. So until next time, this is Max Steingart, your online mentor, wishing you good prospecting. Get those pages up, contact me, send me a friend request, send me an instant message request, and we are on the way. Take care.